it's Dana. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to me. I haven't done a video in probably about a week. So I'm here tonight, well, for tomorrow morning for you guys. And first I wanted to show you, in our last video, we had broken down that last of that paper pad, and I had all these pieces of ephemera that I had basically just cut the bases of. And so we had several journaling cards. We had 2 pages of just journaling cards, and I just cut those out and inked them. So we have those. We had 2 horizontal belly bands, and here's what those ended up looking like after they were decorated. So these have a pocket here. So we had those. Then we had a vertical belly band. I wanted to show you how they all ended up all decorated. So this has a pocket here. Really cute. I just want to show you what, just time decorating all of those little things that we had cut out, and all these great pieces of ephemera that are all decorated now. This was the giant tag that I was going to use one of the cut aparts on. We had 6 4x6 journaling cards that we had cut the bases of this little gray and white piece of paper. So here's how those looked all decorated. Just layering papers. These were from the previous, these tickets and stuff were from the previous paper pack that I had broken down. Really cute. Okay, so that's our 6 4x6 journaling cards. Then we had 8 tags out of the same paper. We had 2 pieces of paper left of that, so we broke them down, one into journaling cards and one into tags. So here's how all of the tags ended up. Some are simple, some are more elaborate. There's that one. Really like the mint green, kind of the aqua. And then 4 of them I overlaid napkin onto because I thought that background was great for a napkin, and I had these 4 panels left over because these are not going to all go in the same journal, and I just love that napkin. The earth tones of it are going to go with pretty much anything. So that's our 8 tags. Then we had 2 pockets. So there's one, there's the other that we had cut out. Another small journaling card out of a different piece of paper. We had a scrap left. I love the yellows in this. And I just pulled the pink and the blue just from the little cut apart that I used. Another scrap of paper, we made a side pocket, a side tuck. And then we did 3 pocket tags. So we have this one, and this one. And then we had these that were just the flip outs for journaling that will glue on the page as kind of like a belly band on 2 sides. We have that one, and I've got them all sewn around. And then we had this little leftover piece that I had done of the other little floating pockets that I had decorated. So I end up with this huge pile of ephemera to go in my finished ephemera bin. Nice. I'm going to set these aside. I need to find a bigger bin for my ephemera because that bin is starting to get really full. So tonight, I know I had talked about doing a hybrid journal of a journal / mini album. But when I cleaned off my desk and found that I had 4 journals in process, I really wanted to start working on those and get those projects done before starting another big project. So this was one of the journals. I forget the name of this digital. It is a faith-based kit. So I have the signature put together for this, and it looks like pinks and purples and blues. Isn't that beautiful? I'm excited to do this one. Really pretty. So I am working kind of on some ephemera that'll go in here. And over the weekend, I got in a Mente paper collection, a couple of Mente paper collections that I had ordered. This one's called Written Memories, really pretty, but that's not the one I'm going to use. This one's called Graceful, and it's got mint greens and purples and pinks. And so I thought this would be great for some ephemera for this journal. So I had this idea, and then I got the 6x6 pad and I got the 12x12. I had an idea for a floating pocket. Let me take a drink here. I had an idea for a floating pocket as I was waking up the other morning. And I thought this would be a great collection. I could make one of the floating pockets for that journal here. So let me pull this out. I want to show it to you because it's really pretty. Sorry for all of the crinkle. Throw this away here. Get it out of our way. This is just beautiful paper collection. Got it upside down. So we have cut aparts on the inside front cover. And just look, I mean, look at these images. So beautiful. So I think what I'm gonna do is choose a piece to make a floating pocket out of, and look, oh, here's the back. And then I think I'm gonna do a journal out of this paper because there's 2 pages of each design. So I got pages to make ephemera out of and pages to use as journal pages. So here's this one. Really pretty. Really, really pretty. There's the second sheet. This little girl here is just gorgeous. So I really want to make a journal. Here's the back. Those paint splatters in purple. That's the second sheet. This one's great because it's got that middle, so you could literally fold a page right in the middle. Pink paint splatters on that one. This is just beautiful. Floral page with the mint green. It's kind of like vines on the back. And then we have a couple pages of cut aparts here that are going to be great for doing ephemera with. Journaling cards, tags, just all kinds of stuff. And the backs of them have these frames on them that I'm not sure that I'll use because I'll probably use the images to decorate ephemera with. So, so anyway, so let's choose a piece that I want to do this floating pocket out of. And it's kind of like a floating pocket / journaling card. And my vision is that it's going to go over the page. So this is cut apart. So let's do, I want something with a purple background. I'm thinking, let's see. I'm going to need the image on the left-hand side. Okay, I'm thinking out loud to myself. This is nice, and it's got the purple back. This could work. I really wanted a purple back. This one doesn't have a purple back. This one does, but the images are kind of in the wrong spot. Let's see what else we can find. Anything else with a purple back? We could use a pink back. Let's try using this one. Of course, we could use the floral. There's not really mint green, though, in the collection. So let's use this one. And you'll see why I'm having to really think about where my image is. So what we're going to do, and I think I can get 2 out of this one. We're going to be able to get 2 of these projects out of each 12x12 piece of paper. So if you wanted to mass make these, you could definitely do that. So let's take the branding strip off. I think I'm going to turn it over to do that because I can see the line better on this side. Okay, and there's nothing on this branding strip as far as print goes. However, there's this beautiful, let me show you, on the branding strip. And this image is definitely can be used if you're looking for like a word to use on a journaling card or anything like that. So I will cut those off each piece. We can actually use this to decorate our pocket. Okay, I'm gonna cut this 12 by 12 in half at 6. Okay, in half at 6. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do is get my scoreboard, grab that, it's up here. Find my stylus here. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it horizontally, okay, and I'm gonna score it in half at 6. So we have our 6 by 12 piece. And I'm gonna turn it vertically and I'm gonna score it in half again. So we're 6 inches across. I'm gonna score it in half at 3. Okay. Put this away. Won't need that anymore. So I've taken my 6 by 12 piece and I've scored it in half vertically and horizontally. I'm going to fold on my score lines. Okay. And then vertically. Line up my corners here. I want to get a straight fold. That's not perfect. That's okay. All right. So essentially what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you. Here we go. So what we're going to do is you're going to put it in front of you. And basically what this is going to be is if we fold this in half, this is going to fold over. Let me grab the signature here. So let's just pretend our cover here is a page. This is going to fold over the top of a page. And when we slice it, this will be a journaling card, and on the other side will be a pocketed tag. So here's what we're gonna do. Let me think here. I'm figuring this out as we go. Okay, let me think for a second. Okay. All right, sorry about that, guys. I think I figured all this out the wrong way. Let's turn it this way. Sorry, I'm thinking. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go with my original thought. Top left-hand corner, we're gonna cut completely out. So I'm gonna cut out on the right side of the score line. Essentially, we're taking the score line out. We're cutting it off. Okay, just like that. And doing the same thing on the vertical part. I'm gonna turn this over so I can see better. We're taking this part out. So I'm cutting to the right of the score line. You're just cutting the score line out. just like that. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay. So now let me figure this out here for a second. My original thought in how I was doing this isn't gonna work. It's gonna go like this, which is kind of a bummer. Okay. And then that's gonna, so essentially, all right. Scratch all of that. Okay. This is gonna work. I'm just gonna lose my design on the front. Because I cut it the wrong way. So anyway, let's just move forward, okay? I'm just gonna have to do some figuring as far as where the designs are. You're still gonna score it in half and in half, okay? And so this side is going to be our journaling card, and this side is gonna be our tag, okay? Really pretty. So we're gonna take our scrap, right? I'm just gonna show you, let me get a paper clip. And I'll show you how this is gonna sit on a page. I'm sorry, I'm kind of figuring it out. I should have done a prototype before we started. I hope I'm not confusing anybody. Okay, so here's our signature. So essentially how this is gonna sit on a page, let me just find a page here, right here. This is gonna go over the top of a page and it's just gonna clip in, okay? Just like this. And you can either clip it here in the inside of the journaling spot, because this is gonna be a journaling spot, okay? And then on the other side, on this piece, we're gonna use this and we're gonna make a pocket so that we can put a little tag in there. Thought it was cute. I just need to figure out the whole folding. So if this side folds over, okay, we could have just used, okay, we could have just turned it over, and we'll do that when we make the other one. Pull this one over, because we'll make a second one that will is more figured out. So okay, so I think what would be cute is if we rounded the corners with it folded. Okay, I'm gonna use my 1/4 inch side. So I'm gonna just round all 4 corners. And if you have a corner chomper like this one from Where Memory Keepers, it goes through all 4 of those without an issue at all. So that way we have this cute, everything's rounded, and I like that. So let's ink it. I'm gonna have to line this, or, you know, because this is journaling spot, we could put a pocket here too. Let's do that. Since I messed up and the design is on the inside instead of the outside, I meant to figure it out to where those pretty designs are on the outside of the journaling card. So I'll have to do a little bit of thinking on that. And I'm doing that, I'm thinking about it as we're sitting here inking. We're inking and thinking, just like Gail says, ink and think. Okay, this is cute. I like to have things that clip into my journals. I think that it's a really, because you can move them around. You can journal on the pieces, but then you can move it around in your journal and put it wherever you want it to go. And I really like that. So like if you want it at the end, or you feel like it matches another page better, or you've journaled about something and you have some pictures, and you've put pictures in your journals, you can then use this as the journaling spot for those pictures, and you can move it then to that page that you've glued those pictures down onto. And that's why I like to have things that clip in. You just want to get all sides because you can clip it in so all sides are usable. So I'm gonna make sure I get them all inked. Okay, so that's that. We just need to do this side. This is the last side. So since we ended up with the pink part on the front of the journaling card, and that is totally usable journaling space, I don't know that I want to, okay, so this goes like this over our page. So I think I'll just very lightly embellish this, maybe put something here at the bottom so that you can journal here, and we'll put a pocket here. Okay, so our scrap piece is 3 by 6. Okay, so we're gonna cut this in half so that we get 2 pockets. I left a little bit of the score line on there, so I'm just gonna take that little piece off, little tiny piece. Okay, and here at the top too, because we cut the score line out, so the score lines were sitting on this piece. So I'm gonna cut this in half at 3. It's not gonna be perfect because we did skim a little bit off this end. So I'm gonna go just a little under 3, little bit. And these are our 2 pockets. Okay, I'm gonna take my little 1-inch circle punch, and I'm just gonna put a little notch there. Okay, I'm gonna ink these up, and I think I'm gonna use the pink side here. We're gonna need to round those bottom corners, so let's do that so that they'll fit on the bottom of our piece. Okay. Ink these up. I hope I haven't confused you. I really should, like I said, I should have done a prototype before I turned the video on, but I just didn't take the time to do that. All right, so we need our glue, and we're gonna put a pocket here. We'll decorate this. Actually, our little graceful thing fits perfect right there. We can use that to decorate just a little bit there on the front and put something under it, like maybe a piece of lace, and then the rest of it can be for journaling. Okay, so let's put our pockets in. So we're gonna have one inside our journaling card. And again, this is just because I cut it wrong. My original plan, ooh, my glue just came squirting out. I want a thin line. The more glue that you use on the edges of your pockets, the more of your pocket space that takes up. So I don't want a thick line of glue here. Okay, and I'm just going to match the corners down here at the bottom, and I think I'm just going to stay away from the score line here so it can fold easily. So I'm probably going to end up trimming some of the side off. So let's trim that off, and I need to put a little more glue on it because basically cutting off the part that I had the glue on. Had I lined it up just perfectly, it would have interfered with closing this. So we'll do that, put a little more glue here because I messed up again. Okay. One thing I love about that art glitter glue is that needle, is that really skinny point on it. So you can get it under there. Okay, so we have a pocket inside our journaling card. And this other pocket, we don't need to trim off. Because it's not folded, you know what I mean? It's not part of a journaling card that's gonna have something folding over it. Okay, so this gets glued right down here. I just got glue all over my table. Geez, I'm a mess tonight. Okay, pretty. Okay. So that's our piece. Let's decorate this up a little at the bottom here using this because this is journaling space. This is journaling space. We can put a little tag in there. We can decorate there. So let me grab some lace here. Let's see. What do I want to use? Something white. You know what? Let me go in my lace scrap bin. Why am I looking for laces when I've got this whole bin here of scraps? Let's see. Oh, this is cute. It's like a mint green. Goes along with that flower. I can cut this in half. And we can use part of it on the front and part of it on the other pocket. So we can put that there. Put that there. Okay, I like that. Let's do that. This doesn't go all the way across the page. Okay, so a little bit of glue there. Hold that on. Let's glue down our word. The rest of, this is the last of my art glitter glue. I used the last of it to fill my bottle up and it was super thick. I have new ones coming tomorrow from Amazon. Okay, and that can go down just like that. Hi, honey. Okay, so let me hold this up for you to see because I know we're kind of not close. So we just have this at the bottom of our journaling card. Okay, let's find something for in here. We can use this other little piece of lace. Let's see what kind of tickets or stamps. Let me see what I've got here in my little ephemera thing here. And I've got stuff in here. Let's see. I've got, oh, this is cute. Little piece of pink measuring tape. I also have these little doilies here, but these don't really match. So we can go with that for now. And maybe a flower. So let's ink this up and we'll glue this down. And we'll find a flower that goes. put this kind of right on the edge. Like right here. My glue is clogged. There we go. Okay, let's find a flower out of my flower bin. Or a butterfly. Let's do a flower. Here's got some purple, pink, and blue. That looks pretty. Let's use that. Put that just right there, and that's really pretty. So that's what we have. Journaling, journaling. We'll put something in the pocket here. You can even journal right here. Okay, and then this is the back that goes over the page. This will be on the next page. So let's see what we can find to kind of decorate this up. I have just seeing this little scrap piece of lace here. That's pretty. What do we have in our words? Since, oh, this is a faith journal. This is faith. Let's do that. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna round the corners of this. Ink it. Okay, let's glue this down. It's, got something in there clogging. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Okay, we'll glue this down here. And we'll glue this down. Putting a good amount of glue on there because it's going to be sitting on top of this lace. I like that. Hold that down. Thinking a couple of little gems might be pretty, like pink and purple. And I think they have both. Let me pull out my gems. Or something like that. Okay, here's some purple and pink. Maybe like, let's put like a pink here and a purple here. I think a light purple or a dark purple. I think dark. There. And right there. Cute. Okay. So that's what we have. Really cute, huh? So this will clip on. Let's grab our page. Well, you know what? Let me just use a page that we got. This is one of the pages that we cut out of that last. So this will go over a page like this. And like I said, you can just clip it in like this. Just clip the whole thing in like that. Or if you don't want to see the paper clip from the journaling card side, you can clip it here like this. like that. You've got a pocket on the inside. I like the pocket on the inside. I might just keep that design. And then you have this here, and you've got lots of journaling space. So you can journal on this page, journal here, journal here. You'll be able to journal on the back of whatever we put in this pocket. Then you can journal on whatever we put in this pocket. Then when you remove it, it's almost like a private journaling spot. You have that journaling spot on the back there. Really cute. And I'm just going to store it with the paper clip attached, just like that. Okay, where are we at time-wise? 35 minutes. So let's do another one. I may not have time to decorate it, but let's see if I can figure this out to where our design is on the front. I'm gonna just put this in with this journal because I'll use it in there. Okay, so this part is the part that needs to fold over here. Okay, so let's do our scoring. Where's my scoring tool? There it is. So we're still going to score. We're going to score in half vertically, so at 3, and in half horizontally at 6. So you're just scoring it in half both ways. Now let's get this one done the way I wanted the other one to be done. So I think what we're going to do is turn this so it's this one that needs to be removed. So let's fold on our score lines. Make this happen the way I had originally designed it to be. So this is the part we want to fold over to make the journaling card. So I'm going to do it with this side up. This side going to fold over and be the front of our journaling card. So I need to take this out. Okay, so I'm cutting out this corner because we need to free this part to fold over. Do you understand? So we want this to be the front of our journaling card side. So this part needs to be removed. So I'm going to put my thumb here and remove this part right here. So again, I'm cutting the score line out. So I'm cutting on the right side of the score line. And on this side, I'm cutting on the left side of the score line because I need to cut it out. If I cut on this side, let's see if you can see. If I cut here on the right side of this, you're gonna, when on the other side, you're just gonna see that. We don't wanna see that. So on this side, I'm gonna cut on the left of the score line. So hold it up so you can see. Sorry, my hands are shaking. So I'm cutting on the left of the score line here on this side so that I have a nice clean edge on that side. And so there we go. Now that works. Okay, so this is our journaling card side. So when it goes onto the page, like this, now we have the pretty design on the front of the journaling card. And on the back, we have this side. And it's the pretty print there, but we'll take this beautiful print here and from the scrap we cut off and make a pretty pocket for it. Okay, so that's how that works. So rewind if you're doing it and following along. Rewind the video. You're still scoring that piece in half at 3 and then turning it in half at 6. And then whatever you want it to be on the front of your journaling spot, you need to make sure that it's the back side of this bottom left corner, because that's going to fold over. So the area above it is the part you're going to cut out. Okay, so that makes sense. Now that makes sense. So when you're picking your paper, make sure that you're paying attention to your print direction. If you're using a non-directional, it's not going to be an issue. Now this is upside down. My bird here is upside down. I can see that right here. You know, I may put a little embellishment right here to cover him up. Flowers being upside down to me aren't a big deal because they're beautiful whether they're right side up or upside down. But we do have a little birdie here. So I'm going to need to do something to kind of cover him because, I mean, an upside down bird kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. But we can cover him and it'll look beautiful. Okay, so let's ink. Where is it? There it is. So using a directional print is kind of makes a little more thought-provoking on how you're going to do it. So now that we know which direction our things need to be in, now when I'm choosing paper and cutting paper and looking at a whole piece of 12 by 12, I know that I'm going to be looking at the reverse side, right? So whatever is in this bottom corner, so when you cut this in half, whatever's in the bottom right-hand corner is going to be your part that folds over to be the front of your journaling card. So had I thought that through a little more before the tutorial, that would have made a little more sense. So when you cut this piece in half, you're looking at the bottom right-hand corner is going to be the part that flips over to be the front of your journaling card. I'm glad we were able to figure that out because I felt really bad. I know I probably confused you guys, but now we've figured it out, so it's fine. Now I can do this piece up here because it's going to look a lot different than the other piece, and I can use both of these in the journal. One can clip in on the front part of the signature and one can clip in on the back half of the signature. So we can use both of these. Okay, so that's our journaling spot. And actually the back is nice and plain, so all sides of the journaling card side can be used for journaling. Nice. Because it's clipped in, you can use all sides. So we have this beautiful part on the front that we need to cover the bird up. Journal here, also can journal on the back of it. And then this is the back side of the side that we're going to put the pocket on, and it's nice and plain, so it's also can be journaled on. Because we're going to put the pocket here, and because it clips in, you can journal on that side too. It's not glued down. I like this. This popped into my head as I was waking up the other morning. I like it. A little complicated to kind of figure it out, but now that we know it's not how to work it, it's not complicated at all. All right, let's cut our pocket. So this is our journaling card side. This is our pocket side. So let's cut. This is the piece that our score lines are sitting on. So we need to cut those off. So I've got the bump of the score line here, so I'm just going to cut that side off. And then the bump of the score line on this side, I'm going to cut that off. We know that our piece is 3 inches wide, so I'm just going to cut this at 3, and then we'll see which half of the design we want to use as the pocket. They're both really pretty. Okay, here's our little bird right here, and we can use him, and he can be right side up. Okay, so let's cut our little thumb hole, and we'll use their little birdie on our pocket. Let's round those bottom corners so it'll match. And we really don't need a whole lot to decorate this because the print is gorgeous. And that's part of the reason I really love working with really pretty paper, is you really don't need a lot, you know? The paper's so beautiful. Okay, let's make sure this fits on perfectly, and it does. So we put our glue on. Right on the edge, as thin as I can get it and as close to the edge as I can get it. Because it's kind of a small pocket, so I don't want to use up any more space than I need to with the glue. We'll get that right down there, just like that. Okay. I don't think I really want to use anything, maybe a word. Maybe a word would look nice. How about inspiration? No, imagination. So maybe a little bit of lace and a little word about imagination. I'll find some beautiful lace. Look in my scraps here. See what we can find. Well, here's some pretty pink, like hearts. And it doesn't need to be all the way across, you know. Here's one, and that's longer. Let's try that though. Oh, that's really pretty. That'll go all the way across. Let's do that. Okay, I need to cut it off right about here though. I like it kind of going all the way to the edge. Maybe right about here. And just lay that in the glue. Still gonna need to cut a little bit off. That's okay. I don't know what is with my glue. There's something down in there that is clogging it and it won't quite come to the surface. Okay, let's put glue on our word. And we'll just lay that right in there. And I just don't think we need any more than that. Okay, let me cut this off. It's hanging over just a little. We need to find something to cover up our bird. So our pocket is done. We just need to cover up our little upside down bird here. I'm wondering, maybe we can find another word or a flower. Let's do a flower or even a butterfly. Let's find a pretty butterfly. Here's one that's really pretty. Okay, let's use part of our scrap here. And I just need about like an inch. So I'm just gonna cut like an inch off here. Just enough to cover up that bird. And we'll go ahead and make it to where it goes all the way across like that. I think that'll be pretty. And we'll layer it with some lace. Wow. I'm gonna have to clean that out. Can I lay this right over where the bird is? Just like that. Okay, and I think I'm gonna use my Fabri-Tac because I am sick and tired of dealing with this. I'll have to clean that out. Okay, let's find some pretty lace. That's pretty. How about that? That's really pretty. I love using my little lace bits. All right. So we're just gonna, I'm gonna put this just on the little strip because we'll let it kind of float freely. This part here at the bottom. Okay. And then on our butterfly, butterfly here. Oh, that's really pretty. I'm really happy with that. And that's the design how I envisioned it from the beginning. So let me hold this up for you to look at. Let me get another paper clip. Let's see how it looks on a page. So here's our page. So this will go over our page like this. We'll clip that in. So we have our journaling spot here. And then when you take it off, you can also journal on the back of that journaling card. And then on this side, we have a pocket that we'll put something cute in. You can journal here. You'll be able to journal on the back of whatever we put in the pocket. And then you can also journal on the back of that as well. So that's how that will clip in. And I like that idea. I've not seen that before. Somebody could have done that before, but I've never seen it. So I hope you enjoyed this now that we've figured out how to cut it and score it to where our image that we wanted was on the front of the journaling card part. And I'll put this with my paper clip and I'll put it in here with my ephemera for this purple faith journal that we're going to work on next. So, and all we end up with scrap wise is this little beautiful piece of scrap that we'll definitely be able to use somewhere. Maybe we'll just put it in the pocket there. So anyway, thanks for being with me tonight, guys. I hope you liked this idea. I sure liked how it turned out. We've got two different versions of it, and I hope you enjoyed it. So if I confused you at all, just rewind it and watch it through again. As always, I hope you have a great day. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.